20-year-old Charlie lives with her fiancé Rich, who's 16 years older and 17 inches shorter.
Rich was 3'8". He's an incredibly independent guy. When I look at him, I don't see a small person, I just see this really great guy.
Charlie first met Rich 2 years ago during a pool competition at this very pub. But it wasn't a case of eyes meeting across a crowded room. Rather, Rich's eyes checking out Charlie's backside.
When we were playing pool, the first sight I got of Charlie was a bent over in the pool table, so I got a really good view of her backside over the outside. It was quite a nice sight, and it still is, I must admit.
Oh, that's good to know.
I was just consciously clocking her, because I've seen her play pool. I thought she's not only a good pool player, but she's quite hot as well. Shot.
Rich plucked up the courage to ask Charlie out on a date, and the following week the two headed to a nightclub where, once seated, their eyes finally met.
We've gone outside just for a breath of fresh air because it was quite hot in there, and I was sat outside, actually. It was on like a little step, just sat there, and our sort of eyes met, and you get that little bit of chemistry going, and you think like, shall I, and we just sort of leaned in together and had our first kiss, and it was really nice. And since then, we've been together literally ever since then. I think we've only spent maybe 1 or 2 nights apart in that whole 2 years since.
Charlie moved in with Rich just 6 months later, and on Valentine's Day this year, Rich proposed the old-fashioned way.
I was delighted because Rich phoned me and asked me before he asked Charlotte. He asked my mum if it was okay, didn't he? Didn't ask me to marry him.
Couldn't cope with both of us.
Rich and Charlie are looking forward to celebrating their engagement later tonight and showing the world just how much they're in love.
I'm really looking forward to, actually, because it'll be a chance for us to express how me and Charlie feel for each other in front of everybody else, and a celebration of our love.
Got a great sense of humour. He thinks it's really funny the fact that when we stand in front of each other, he only reaches up to my breasts. So when he looks up, he gets an eyeful.
One of your nicknames for me is Peter Pan, isn't that?
The boy who never grew up, quite literally.
The two recently got engaged and are probably the most loved-up couple in Britain.
Rich is just a really genuine, honest person. His smile just takes the breath away. I know it's cliche, but he's a really good-looking guy, and to top it all off, I know that he loves me so much.
She just loves me for who I am. It's so hard to find that kind of thing. And I love the way she looks. She's a really attractive young woman. She's such a fit person. And I still get the butterflies. But, when she walks through the door, that initial, that's my Charlie, I still have that feeling, 2 years down the line.
And as we know, kissing leads on to other things, doesn't it?
At the end of the day, there's no difference between us having sex or anybody else, really, so just so we can get into more interesting positions.
People can be quite prejudiced when it comes to differences. I mean, I'd never had a problem with Rich's size. Unfortunately, we have been accepted as a couple by the majority.
Rich and Charlotte together just seem to suit each other so well from the word go, and from the word go they've been inseparable, and I love them both to bits.
Rich and Charlie are looking forward to getting married in a few months' time. But first, they have an engagement party to attend to.
Yeah, I'm really excited, actually. It's a nice opportunity to get everybody together, and everybody's really happy for us. So it's just nice that they all appreciate me and Rich as a couple and that they want to come to our party.
Yeah, it'd be nice to, because it will be the first time a lot of people have been together, won't it?
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it, actually, and having a couple of beers and having some fun. I'm really looking forward to it, actually, because it'll be a chance for us to express how me and Charlie feel for each other in front of everybody else, and a celebration of our love. Yeah, I'll have to tell you about how I proposed to Charlie. It was on the weekend of Valentine's Day this year, and we'd been together, living together for just over, about a year exactly, actually. And I knew at that stage that Charlie was absolutely the right person for me. We got on so well that I thought, Valentine's Day, you've got to do it. So I took her back to a restaurant in Bridlington, which is a coastal town just up the road.
Really, in my mind, to sort of celebrate Valentine's Day, and that we'd been together for sort of 18 months and been living together for a year.
I was like really getting anxious, and my heart was going, and I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And I got down on my good knee in the middle of the restaurant.
To be honest, I was so caught up in the moment. Remembering his exact words are sort of difficult at the moment.
And I said, Charlie, I just want to spend the rest of my life with you, will you marry me? And she burst into tears, and I thought, oh God, have I said the right thing? And there were like obviously tears of joy. And that was it really. And all the waitresses were like, yeah.
And as the sun goes down, Rich and Charlie's engagement party is in full swing. Among the guests are Rich's parents and Charlie's future in-laws, Bill and Daphne.
Well, I just thought she was a sweet young girl. They're very strong together, aren't they? Yeah, she really supports him. She really does support him.
We laugh, cuddling up. We're really in love.
He's got a fantastic smile. Unfortunately, I get to see it quite a lot because we've got similar senses of humour. And then his eyes, just, I don't know, there's just something about his eyes that when I look into them, it's just, you could get lost in there, really.
Oh. Oh.
And he's just the complete package, and I just feel really loved when I'm with him.
A bit of quiet, please.
Oh, that works.
I'd just like to thank you all for coming. You know, I appreciate you all coming down and for the engagement party, and it's a really nice opportunity for Charlie and myself to sort of express our love for each other, and for you all to sort of get to know us a little bit more as a couple. And I just hope that we have a fantastic life together, which I'm sure we will. And I just want you to know that I love you so much.
Oh, you too.